Hi, today we're going to take a drive through downtown Senoia.
This is David and Amy Vendor, the Vendor Group, serving all your real estate needs in the South Metro Atlanta area. If you like these videos,
Yes, please.
help us out. Subscribe to our channel.
Come on, let's go for a drive now.
So we've talked about on several of our different videos how close Senoia is to Peachtree City. So we decided to kind of show you. We did this drive from Highway 74 in the intersection of Rockaway Road, and that takes you right down to historic Senoia. And it was a 5-minute drive. This was on a Friday at about 4:30 in the evening. You can see how light the traffic is. It's just a nice little easy drive.
So as we are driving along, there are some newer subdivisions. They're basically from 2006 to 2022 construction, but you've got Heritage Point subdivision on our right.
It's actually a really large neighborhood. There's a bunch of homes back in there, and that's the newest of the neighborhoods in this section.
Well, the latest section is new. There's phase 1 that started in about 2006, but you've got a nice community pool and splash pad and tennis courts, and then across the way you have Morningside subdivision. Lovely homes. They too have a community pool.
As you're traveling from Morningside subdivision on the left over to Ivy Ridge on the left, you will see the golf cart path. So you can have a golf cart lifestyle in Senoia.
It's going to be a little different than the golf cart lifestyle that you have heard us talk about for our Peachtree City videos, but still you get that feel. You can go from neighborhood to neighborhood, and you can go downtown into the historic district with the golf cart.
So it is much smaller than the Peachtree City golf cart system. There are less paths, and in downtown Senoia, you just drive on the roads.
So as we approach downtown and what we refer to as the historic area, you've got the older homes. We're going to pass some. We're going to show some more later in our drive, but we're approaching the downtown area with a lot of mom and pop shops and a lot of great restaurants, and most of them are as what we refer to as mom and pop. They are family owned and operated restaurants and businesses, and each one is special and unique in its own way.
So as we go through this four-way stop, you are now in historic Senoia.
So on our left is a great way to endure the summer Georgia heat, and that's go to Bees Freeze for a snow cone during the summertime. And I think they actually open in the spring and they close down in the fall.
So yeah, they're about to close down for the year. We actually are filming this right around Halloween. There's a great little area they have where you can sit down in some Adirondacks chairs. The kids can play. If they drop their snow cone, nobody really cares. It's kind of back there in the dirt.
The husbands can sit there while their wives go shopping. I don't know how I know that, but...
And right next to it is one of our favorite Mexican restaurants. We lived in Texas for a while. We've had some great Mexican food, and this is one of the best. It is called Señor Taco. Now, this particular location is tiny, but we just found out they're moving across the street to a bigger location.
So we're very excited about that.
And coming up on our right is Nick and Norman's. It's one of our favorite restaurants. It's Nick, one of the directors for The Walking Dead, and Norman Reedus, one of the actors. You might know him as Daryl, his character's name on the show. It is one of our favorite places to go. They have amazing turkey burgers. They've got great steaks. It's for just a general all-around menu.
And if you like fried pickles, which, total confession, I do, they're fabulous.
And right next to Nick and Norman's is another Mexican restaurant in town, and they do a very good job as well. We go in there quite frequently.
And both restaurants have outside seating, which just got added probably last year. They expanded to outside, which is in Georgia, it was a very smart thing to do. And it's wonderful to sit outside and eat a lot of the time of the year.
So as we come down to the end of Main Street, and I'm going to take a left, but y'all Walking Dead fans, over on our right, across the railroad tracks, you'll get a glimpse of where they filmed Alexandria, where the town of Alexandria was. So both Woodbury and Alexandria is downtown Senoia.
And we're passing that gazebo, which was trashed more than once for filming in the town of Woodbury.
And on our left, across from the gazebo, is a brand new brewery that just came to town.
Senoia Brewery.
And we tried to go there on opening night, which was just a few days ago, and they'd run out of beer. So they were just so popular, they just got attacked.
So we've got to go back and try it. And now, right ahead of us is the Veranda Historic Inn, and it's a beautiful 1906 Greek Revival mansion. And they have 9 guest rooms, but it's also a great venue for weddings and special occasions. And we've had the privilege to attend a wedding reception there, and it was just very elegant and charming and beautiful inside and out.
So we are leaving downtown Senoia. We're still in the historic district, and we're going a little bit east, and there are 2 brand new neighborhoods that have gone in.
Yes, we're first going to approach Grafton, and for those that are local to the Atlanta area, it's famed architect Mitch Ginn. He just does a beautiful job, and he is working with some custom builders. Now, Dave and I just moved not that long ago.
And we said we would never, ever move again.
Here we are, realtors saying we'd never move again.
This neighborhood is tempting us. Great architect, great builders. We love the location, and we're seriously tempted. As you can see, there's not much going on yet. There's just a few homes up. So if you are interested in picking out your lot, you still can.
And they're starting at about $825. These are truly custom homes. They do have plans, but then you can customize it and add what you'd like. Then across the way is other new construction started a couple years ago. This is a very large subdivision divided into different areas. It's called Cade Creek, and you've got great builders, Degg, Barentine Downing, Chadwick Homes.
So this is actually divided up into 2 sections. You have one section that's more your traditional size lots. They're not big lots, but they're a little bit larger than the adjacent section. So you can have one area where you can take care of your lawn, you can do your own stuff. The other area, if you don't want to, the neighborhood comes in as part of your yearly fees, and they take care of your yard for you. I love this little gazebo area in the center. You can tell they just started building it. I can't wait to see how it finishes up. It's just in the middle of this roundabout of homes that I just feel it's going to be, when it's done, it's going to be a wonderful gathering place for all the neighbors.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice touch.
So we are heading back over to historic Senoia.
And it seems fitting to highlight a church with a lot of history.
So coming up on our left is the Methodist Church. It is actually my favorite building in town, and I just can't help myself. When I drive by, I slow down a little bit just so I can see it a little bit better. It was this building was built in 1898, and it is still looking good.
So up on our right is Matt's Small Town Pizza. And it is not a large building, so they have some tables outside, which we have enjoyed eating at tremendously. But of course, they have wonderful pizza, which you'd expect. What you might not expect is the great sandwiches. Dave's favorite is the Philly cheesesteak. Wonderful. They have some great salads and great chicken wings as well.
As you cross over Main Street, on the left is McGuire's. This is a great Irish pub. If you want to get a beer, have some fish and chips, that is your place. What my favorite part about it is actually in the basement of the building. You go down there and your phone doesn't work. And you can get an hour away with just whoever you're having dinner with and just relax a little bit.
Yeah, if you want to hold your kids hostage and have their full attention, that's the place to go.
And directly across the street, if you're a Walking Dead fan, is the Woodbury store. So it's a Walking Dead store where you can get t-shirts and other memorabilia. Just behind McGuire's is the parking area. And when they were filming Woodbury scenes, it was our anniversary, and you could park back there and go through the back door of the restaurant. And but they had all the lights off. There was no lights. It was very dark. We get out of the car. I walk around. I let Amy out. And there's this disheveled looking guy getting out of his car, maybe 5 or 6 cars away. He's looking pretty rough. I'm keeping an eye on him and saying, I might get mugged. And we get a little bit closer, and it's Norman Reedus walking up. He'd gone to his car for a break, and he was walking up to film his next scene. So just past that parking area, we're coming up to Pliant Street. And Pliant Street has some of the most beautiful homes in Senoia on it.
Yes, one historic, beautiful home after the other.
So when we filmed this, it was around Halloween.
So for you Walking Dead fans, you may recognize this beautiful house on our left. It has become affectionately known as the Pudding House. And you'll see a mannequin paying homage to the character Carl. It was going back to a scene where Carl found an industrial-size can of pudding, and it has been known ever since as the Pudding House.
And of course, the mannequin is up there now because it's Halloween and they were decorating for Halloween.
Yeah, they don't leave that up year round.
So coming up on our right is the quaint little library in Senoia. I love going here. They have a covered patio area where you can sit out and look over the lake. It is a small library. They have very little inventory, but it is just a beautiful place to go. Bring your coffee, bring your laptop if you're doing some research for school, and just enjoy life while you're doing that work.
Yeah, the setting is perfect. It's very peaceful, tranquil, things that you would think of with reading in a library.
So we are pulling back to this park area. So you can come back here, you can fish, you can picnic, but during Memorial Day and other times of the year, they will have concerts and big events back here.
Yeah, lots of chairs and blankets strewn all across the lawn and local bands playing, and it's just a really fun time.
So this last year, to not compete with Peachtree City, they did their big fireworks event here for Memorial Day, and I hope that's what they'll continue going forward. So both towns, you don't have to pick and choose which firework event you go to. You can go to both of them.
Yep. Case of 2 towns working together there, or it just happened to work out that way. But it's nice for residents because the residents of Senoia and the residents of Peachtree City both really enjoy going to the other town, because they are so close in proximity and they both offer different things.
Yeah, they offer so much different things. You got the newer with all the different shopping and chain store in Peachtree City that you would want, and then you just have the uniqueness of the historic district of downtown Senoia. We really hope you liked our tour of Senoia. If you're interested in moving to Senoia or any other city in the South Metro Atlanta area,
all you have to do is text us, call us, or email, and we'd love to chat with you.
All that information is in the description below.
Hope to hear from you soon.